Hey guys, this is Shaft, and welcome to an awesome ass show match. This isn't like any particular segment or whatever. This is just a really awesome game that was sent to me, and I had to cast it. So rather than slapping some fancy label on it, we're just going to call it a show match and move right along. With me tonight, we actually have SG's Matt C. Matt, how you doing, bro?
Doing well, man. Doing well.
Glad to hear it. What are your thoughts on Daybreak for ZVT?
Well, Daybreak. It's an interesting map. Really don't know much about anything else except for the eyes of a Protoss. So
I feel you there, man. I feel you there. Well, joining us today is another Protoss player. It's going to be Wesley, aka Diluted Spine. Spine, how you doing, man? How many beers deep are you?
I'm 3 beers deep, and I'm keeping it pretty fucking sexy. So
Nice, nice. Well, I figure we should go ahead and hop right on into this game rather than keeping the fans waiting. So we're going to do just that. Now here on the bottom left-hand side of Daybreak, we have our Zerg player playing for Team Complexity. It's the red Zerg. His name's Goswer. And here on the top right-hand side of Daybreak, we have the blue Terran representing Team Dust, one of the sickest North American teams out there that nobody's ever heard of. It's Semper.
look at that Overlord skin.
Look at that Overlord skin.
That is majestic.
I just noticed that.
Dude, I think that's the collector's edition.
Is it, or is that the one you get for getting like level 30 or whatever?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Either way, it's majestic.
Oh god, I want it. I want
Getting
it.
me all hot.
You're gonna
and
have to
bothered.
go ladder for it, dude.
I can do that. Oh my god, I
Go
can't
beat
take
him up and take his.
I can't take the camera away. Luckily there's nothing else going on, so we're just gonna follow him.
Gonna watch it.
Indeed.
slither its way.
Meanwhile, in the Zerg's base, multiple nuclear launches are detected.
Nuclear launch detected.
Basically, he dropped 4 Widow Mines. Man, you can fit 4 Widow Mines in a medevac right now. That's just... Those things are crazy.
Oh, don't even get me started on medevacs. Oh, I
Of course,
fucking hate the new medevac.
of course, Protoss players are complaining about medevacs. Oh wow, hold on. Is it just me, or is there something going on with this supply depot too?
I bet they have more skins for it.
Oh, that one has a skin too.
That's the new skin for the supply depot too.
Oh god. Heart of the Swarm has so many goodies. Anyways, guys, we're gonna quit reminiscing over the eye candy here. Let's go ahead and point out there is a gas coming for the Terran. It's a hatch first build for a Zerg. Okay, back to the eye candy.
I'm not sure what's more majestic, the Overlord or the Supply Depot.
I'm really digging the supply depot. Oh, the supply depot goes down.
There goes the fun.
Yeah. Okay, I take everything back. So I do want to point out, you know how destructible rocks got changed?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just watched a game where a set of destructible debris, the ones that fall, was beside a Protoss expanding, right? And when the rocks fell, it destroyed the expansion.
What?
Yes, I was watching it. It was on Imba coaching or Imba Asphalt. It was on his YouTube. He's got like a 30-second clip, dude. Go watch that shit.
Did you say Imba?
Yeah,
That's the guy who used to run Legit Gaming, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My old boss. Anyways, we got a Reaper coming out for Semper, which is actually really awesome because for a while there in the beta, you were seeing a lot of Reapers, and you still see them from time to time, but it has kind of worn away. But it's just something I love, and this is a great map for it. If you actually take a look at the way the cliffs are built into the main has a really easy way to get in and a lot of avenues out. So yeah, this Reaper is going to be able to do a ton of damage if he wants to.
Well, the thing about Reapers too as an opener now for Terran is it's really... I saw a bunch of guys, like I said, do a bunch of proxy racks with a bunker at the expansion, and they would run with one Reaper because you can go out there. It's cheap for Reapers now. You don't need any add-ons to the barracks for it. It's almost like a super low-risk, early-ish all-in move because if it doesn't work, you can just scrap the bunker.
Well, low risk all in, does that exist?
It does now for Terran. I mean,
I wouldn't call it an all in, is what I'm saying.
Well, I guess it's not all in, but it doesn't have a lot of risk or a lot of cost to it because you build 2 Reapers and a proxy barracks against a Zerg. What are they going to do early game to kill barracks that you're floating? You know, if they get a few lings out, you can usually scrap your bunker before before anything gets destroyed, and you're back to almost the same mins beforehand, and with just a couple more Reapers on the field. So it really is not that risky of a move in my eyes.
Yeah,
And
they
I saw a
also
lot of
got
guys open with it.
they also come completely equipped with upgrades now, so
It's
that's
pretty legit.
yeah. The reason I was criticizing the all-in is an all-in, by definition, is something that sets you behind on SCVs and doesn't have a logical tech path out of. I feel like
True enough.
Reaper has a logical tech path. You can follow it up with Widow Mines, which is what we're seeing here. You can follow it up with Hellbats, Hellions. There's really a lot of options there.
Another thing I need to point out too is people need to be a little more careful with their Widow Mine placement, because I see a lot of guys placing them and then they're running their army into another guy's army, and the Widow Mines are hitting their own units.
Yeah.
And they're doing more damage to themselves than they are to the enemy units, depending on the unit control from the opponent. So it's something, defensively it's good, but if you're taking them with your army and you're plopping them down where you're planning on fighting somebody, it's really risky. If you're using them to cover enemy pathways, it's fine. But just be careful with them, because you can go destroying your own units very often. So.
Indeed, and you actually see that from Terran a lot, especially with like siege shanks and stuff. But at higher levels, it's not such a big deal. Now, I do want to point out there's a third command center actually finishing here for Semper, which is going to put him basically on an even foot with Goswer, who's taking his third as well. It may actually even put him slightly ahead. I would like to see Goswer apply a little bit of pressure here. You've got +1 melee attacks as well as metabolic boost on the way. Lair about halfway done. Bailey Nest coming along as well. Now, if we see these 5th and 6th gas taken anytime within the next minute or two, I would definitely be looking at a heavy Mutalisk style.
Do you have to research afterburners, or does that come already out the starport?
Out the gate.
All right. I was actually not sure about that. It looks like we're going to have the drop coming towards that third base.
Indeed, sir.
God.
And this Reaper's still on the map.
As Wesley grumbles.
What's up, Wesley?
Fucking medevacs. Ugh.
Indeed, sir. And, we're seeing a lot of barracks play actually out of Semper, which is going to make this really exciting. His stem pack's about halfway done now. I'd be really, really interested to see a heavy drop style. I know Semper favors that quite a bit.
And now that you have the afterburners for medevacs, it's almost... Oh, okay. Well,
Picks
that's
off both of those.
good.
Okay, Baneling speed on the way. There's the Spire I was thinking we were going to see. And the 5th and 6th gas will be coming as well.
Also, fun fact about the new medevacs, if you're boosting while over a base, you actually drop faster too. So, and I wish it was like, instead of a cooldown, I wish it would be like burn energy. So you do one or the other then. You either heal or you boost.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
It's possible. I like it the way it is. I'm a Zerg player, so just saying. Now, pretty big mistake actually right here by Goswer. Notice the 4th extractor at the natural.
Where am I?
Oh, yes, indeed. He's only mining 2 out of 3 there.
Short.
Indeed. Another mistake I'm actually seeing is getting a macro hatch at the 3rd. That's something you can maybe do against Protoss. Against Terran, it's literal suicide.
Yeah, because you're just going to lose that 3rd over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's planning on hoping that they're going to go after the 4th more, since it's already going up too. So
It's possible. It's just tanks.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's another thing about this map too I like, is if you're doing tanks, that high ground on Daybreak is really nice, as long as you don't get units in your natural.
Well, in his defense, though, there's not a single tank on the map.
Yeah, I know.
Them Widow Mines, man. Them Widow Mines. It's basically like Terran is just sitting here chilling. Oh, I don't have to attack you.
Well, the thing is, Terran's usually super aggressive too now, and now they've kind of added the ability for you to just hang out almost.
Indeed. Terran's always been someone who can control whatever position they choose. They're just pretty slow at moving out of that position. But,
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is just chilling. Semper really might have taken a Xanax or something before this match.
Max and relaxing, all cool.
Indeed. Well, 2 factories are on the way, so he's going to show the badass side.
We're about to see some mutas try and go after the 3rd here, it looks like, and we're going to lose at least one of them to mines.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of them. Well, almost.
That was actually not cost effective at all for Gowser.
Nope.
He didn't get a single SCV kill.
I wonder if we're going to see a drop here in a second from this little batch we see down here in the third.
Honestly, I think any drop plans he might have had just got canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
When you see Mutalisks, drops are the last thing on your mind.
You're just wondering where they're going to come out next.
Well, I don't even think he has to worry about that, dude. Look at this kid's Widow Mines.
He doesn't have any during over. Oh no, he's got. Never mind. He's got missile turrets. Let's say he doesn't have any in his main, but he doesn't need to worry about it. So
Exactly. He's basically defended every position. Oh, we've got a huge round of Banelings coming along. 16 Banelings being morphed right now. So I'm actually really... Oh, we actually have Semper moving out with a heavy bio ball. Let's see if he gets intercepted here.
Hero Marine.
Dude,
this isn't going to be pretty.
Oh, at the Widow Mines. This is going to be sick.
Ooh, okay, good.
Ooh.
At least he split the units a little. I've seen guys run whole batches of, like, lose 40 lings to a couple mines because they were all ran through at the same time.
Indeed.
So.
Indeed. Well, it looks like a pretty good engagement for Semper.
Ugh.
It's all going to come to
Oh,
a...
It's like Banelings that are under the ground, man.
that don't die.
No, they do not. He just lost, like, his entire army. It was just boom.
Well, it wasn't the entire army. It was just the Banelings, but that was the part that mattered.
yeah, that was the really expensive part of the army.
Gowser, LOL. Gowser has been busy shitting all over the map. You can see his purple smear just moving towards Semper. Semper goes, wow, this stuff smells. Probably see a scan shortly.
He's got some really good creep spit, at least.
Indeed, and that's actually huge when you're doing Muta Bling, because the Blings have to come into contact with the Marines. Otherwise, you're going to lose your Mutas.
He was watching the MLG stuff, I guess. How come when Life does that, it works?
Semper feels bad for him.
Indeed. I think when Life does it, he doesn't have all his Banglings clumped together. They usually do work in like a line. Now,
Probably
no cancel there.
Korean.
Probably. But actually, hold on. Let's zoom back, and I'll show you the mistake Gowser is doing, because he did it here again. This is the same mistake he made over here, bear in mind. His Banelings are clumped. He has them right-click to one single spot. Usually, when you make Banelings, you want them in a line. If you have a line of Banelings running single file or maybe even double file, you're not going to lose as much to Widow Mines. But watch. All his Banelings clump together. Boom, 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 pause. What happens if a single Widow Mine gets a shot on that clump?
It's just a giant explosion waiting to happen.
Indeed. So
Expensive explosion.
now imagine if these were single file. That's nowhere near as expensive.
It wouldn't be an AoE attack anymore.
That's the answer to Gowser's question, guys. So not Widow Mine's OP, simply inefficiency on the part of the user.
Yeah, it's just forcing players to up their game.
Right there.
Oh, God. That's probably half of his Banelings right there.
Indeed.
Oh, God.
It's a sad face.
Can you
That's
get the
painful to
shroud?
watch.
It is, but the most of the Marines are dead now. So the thing about it is, how many barracks are we looking at?
I don't know, but supply's the same right now for both of them.
Indeed. Well, look, I've actually pulled up the tab. There are 5 barracks. Most of them have reactors. So we're going to be seeing this Marine count surge right on back up. So everything that Semper lost there is minerals. Gowser lost a ton of gas.
Man, that's a great job. He's just keeping those Widow Mines constantly with his army to just destroy this Zergling, taking advantage of the bad positioning there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Baneling's worst nightmare, man. Baneling's worst nightmare.
Everybody's worst nightmare.
Maybe not Shaft's worst nightmare, but mine for sure.
Yeah, well, they are awful, but you just have to be careful. Like, some people are like, oh, you can't attack into Terran because of mineral, because of, they'll hide the Widow Mines in their mineral lines and shit. But again, keep your units split. Zergs aren't used to that.
Couldn't agree more, man.
All right.
Greater
So,
Spire coming down.
yeah, so it looks like we will see a Broodlord switch shortly. Gowser might want to do a little bit of just, spining up here. But it looks like he's gonna try to attack. I don't really understand the decision making here. When you're this close, he's not going for Broodlords. It looks like he's actually going for Ultras. Maybe the Broodlords are just something he maybe wants to get later. But right now, Ultras.
This is really cute. Right as he went to drop, the spine crawlers popped, and the mutas flew over. That sucks. That was kind of inefficient.
Oh, man.
Yeah, drops and mutas, man. Drops and mutas.
I'll give him an E for effort, but he might lose the rest of these two here in a second. Oh, no.
Well, big attack here at the 4th, and Stem goes down, killing off Queens, Widowmine. Oh, Widowmine gets killed off, but huge group of Widowmines down here. They do burn off most of their attacks, and most of the Banelings did live through that, so the Widowmine's going to get cleaned up here with the Overseer. Now, Semper is actually bleeding units here.
I think right there, if you saw, he actually unburrowed the Widow Mines and had to reburrow them. By that time, it was too late.
It's kind of like sieging tanks in a way.
And that forced all those Widow Mines to pop at once, and really just, that's why he lost that engagement.
He just lost like 10 Widow Mines too.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, wow, Gowser went from 110 supply to 186 in a matter of like 20 seconds.
He's going to snipe that Ultros cavern.
That dude was opening up a fucking bank. He was sitting like 3K mins by the end of that attack.
The Fed, the Gowser.
Infestation Pit going to fall as well. He's just sniped 2 tech buildings here.
Indeed, this is
That's
actually a game changer.
drop.
Without Ultralisks, really, I don't think Semper is going to be able to switch into Broods. He's got 7 on the way, though, so he was able to at least build some before they, stop being
I'm really on the fence about Ultralisk still, because I don't know if they're really that cost effective when you can go Broodlords.
Yeah, dog.
I mean, I see guys use them and they're cute, but unless you're just using them for cleaning up buildings, it's so hard. Their pathing is terrible. They're really hard to get them to hit faster.
That's Wings of Liberty. Watch this.
Oh, is the pathing okay now on them? And
yeah, the watch.
Watch this as the Ultras dies.
Well, yeah, the one Ultra, not the best.
Right.
Ooh.
But watch with the links around. What can Terran do? Really, this is the answer to Widow Mines for Zerg. Eventually, running through these Widow Mine fields, he
just lost all of them too. I mean,
yes, he did. But look at how cost effective it was. He was able to kill off most of the army of Semper. Now, again, that was probably not the best Ultralisk usage I've ever seen. You usually want to have some infestors there as well.
yeah.
But
Because if you can land some good fungals, then yeah, it's worth it.
But yeah, you also saw that the pathing there wasn't as glitched as it was in Wings of Liberty.
No. I'd like to see them give Burrow Charge another try, too, because that was really cute. And I think it would make the Ultras a little more useful, but it might make them a little overpowered then. So
I still feel like they're overpowered right now.
We got the little changeling. Oh, he spotted it.
Indeed. And Ultra is just flooding out again. Boo, do, 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 do.
And our Terran player is doing a really good job of re-upping his army the moment anything goes down. So
I think another big thing is he's been sniping these creep tumors continuously, stopping that creep spread where it is right there.
Absolutely. We still have the Zerg player 1 base up, and that's playing a huge role in this game. The only issue is, though, Semper will be mining longer. And that may turn into a bit of an issue, as this base has not been taken, and inherently this will belong to Semper. Alright, Semper building a bunch more barracks, and yeah, he's just getting ready with that heavy Fireball Widowmine style. Dude has not switched techs all game.
I mean, he doesn't need to.
Indeed, he's Terran.
We'll just give Medivacs the double beam.
We're going to lose the 5th. Is that what that is, the 5th?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th.
That's the 6th. Jesus. No wonder he's opening a bank.
Yep.
Look at the fucking widow mines. They're just stacked.
Indeed.
They don't afraid of much.
Another
Another
queen goes
surround.
down. And a drop here into the main. Mostly going to be repelled by... Well, never mind. I take that back.
Not to
Let's see
mention
what
the
he's-
mass movement of this army here. Oh, the Widow Mine's just down in time. Whoever gonna die right away.
What's he
Indeed.
going?
Huge engagement here. Ultras. Ultras are the king. King of the jungle. But yeah, imagine if there was a single fungal here. Come on.
He's about to lose his hive.
Indeed. Let's go
That's
take a look
big.
at that.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Got very excited there, Wesley. Do you not like Zerg players?
I like both. Well, I don't like either. I'm a big Protoss guy, but nobody plays Protoss, so.
Indeed. Protoss sucks, man. Skytoss, who does that?
Yeah.
Well, they're just forcing everybody to do that now. And ooh, get them out of there! Get them out of there! Those widow mines!
Man.
Oh!
Those Ultras are just eating those alive.
Yeah, but you see, like, Ultras are the only thing Zerg can make that have a chance against Widow Mines.
Yeah, because they can take a hit.
Yeah. And
They got-
honestly, their splash doesn't bother them.
They look like they could take a big dick.
Oh, wow.
All
Something
right.
just fell.
I thought for a second Shaft fell out of his chair at that one.
Oh, no, I did knock my DSL modem over, though. We'll fix that after this match.
Wesley 2 OP, nerf please.
Well, we are finally seeing some Broodlords. I think this will be the final nail in Gowser's coffin, though. They are just too mobile to deal with this heavy bio style that Semper's been employing.
Well, at least he got the drones out of there. He hasn't really been getting very good surrounds this whole game. Like, I haven't seen any surrounds with Zerglings.
No infested Terran. The Widow Mine make it impossible to do with just Zerglings alone. He's not been very adaptive to what his opponent's doing.
So many widow mines on the. Oh, well, he's finally got Broodlords, but
I
like
don't
you said,
understand why they're
just-
called Widow Mines. They are always next to something.
Well, and what kind of fucking mine shoots a rocket?
Their husbands left them, that's why.
Maybe like
No.
a Black Widow Mine because they killed that
But
motherfucker.
widow is the husband died.
Yeah,
So,
they're-
you said left, so I don't.
Well,
Ooh.
we can argue both. But
Oh,
here we go.
he's
We have
flying
Vikings cleaning up the Broodlords here. The Corruptors got cleaned up as well, and really,
What the fuck? He flew the Broodlords into the Vikings. Like, oh, this is cool. Just
I
Well,
think that-
they certainly weren't going to run away from them.
that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
I think Gowser knows that this is kind of signaling the end.
Yeah,
And he's gonna
again.
dance the Vikings.
God damn it.
That was OP.
Well, at least he's
Indeed. Let's even rewind that just so the viewers can get a full view. That was pretty. Okay, Ultralisks and Ultralisks were not on screen.
He
What?
is a very happy Terran player.
Indeed.
Well, he's gonna land them too. And we have the.
Uh-huh.
It's like a little Tyrannosaurus Rex walking across the field right now. Oh man.
They don't show you this in campaign. Actually, they do. It's the opening scene. Where's an Ultralisk?
Damn it.
I'm curious to see the Ultralisk dance now. Actually, right. Man, he's just gonna keep sniping those bases.
Semper completely wrecking Gowser.
Man. Damn. Yeah, he's about behind on supply like crazy now.
But yeah, do you kind of see what I was talking about with the Broodlords just being too immobile?
Yeah, he made him way too late too. He should have gone Broodlords before Ultralisk, I think, still. Because earlier on the army wasn't getting around as well, but later on in the game it just
Well,
his army got way
Semper
too
was
close.
being mobile the whole game.
Yeah, but I think he got more so he got braver later on in the game, it seemed like. Like he really wasn't doing much early on. If he would have had those Broodlords
Oh,
fucking
Fucking Imba!
why?
we have a very mad Zerg player.
Of course,
What
it's
did-
Gowser.
What did Imba do?
Yeah.
Was he like, hey bro?
He was a dirty Mexican.
Aw.
Is he Mexican?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Actually, I think he's Japanese, but he looks Mexican.
Oh.
Oh,
Just
are you
say,
talking
I'm
about
not
Imba?
sure if I thought Koreans were the only people that were Imba at this game.
I don't know.
I don't know. I get pissed at this game every time I play it. So
Yeah. I hear that. I think Gowser does too. He's 40 supply behind.
Pathogen glands.
Yeah.
Jesus
30,
Christ.
31 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
Sure.
where were those about 15 minutes ago, man?
Would have been a huge game changer. Widow Mines, by the way, don't do very well against fungal.
I don't imagine. That changeling just hanging out.
And SCVs are going to have acid splashed all over their face. LOL noob.
Goswer
Oh,
is
God.
very mad.
Wow. So let's go rescue my DSL modem. I really don't think that there's that much to say. We've kind of covered this game. Some big mistakes there from Goswer. Failure to address the Widow Mines, not being very cost effective with the Banelings, having to continually resupply on Banelings, set him behind on whatever tech he was going for. Had he gone Broodlords earlier, you're right, he may have been able to work on something. If he hadn't lost the Banelings, he would have got those Broodlords earlier. He also would have got Ultralisks earlier, so I think that plays a role here as well. But was there anything else you guys wanted to share?
Yeah, Gowser was super booty moist at the end of that match, just in case y'all didn't notice.
Nice. Nice. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you like this and want to check out more content, please check out our channel on YouTube. It's the Clanny Casting Crew. Click subscribe, like, do your thing. Every click counts. Please remember that, guys, and thanks for tuning in.